Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Ka Central Puja Committee minta kasengi ke khat paratarik urisau kala penlong ke program jong ji kendo lang jong baro ki Kynhun Niam Hapoh ke Jylla ban wanra ke songsuk songsan kabalalong Meghalaya Hindu Mission Sarbajanin Durga Puja Committee Pandal Mauprem hagri kasengi la yo ke jingkren pediang na upartha Sarathi Chaudhary ubade working president jong ka seng Jing duai lang da baro kinong alam niam jong ka all faith and religion balay alam da Uswami Divya Swarupananda Maharaj ka Ram Krishna Mission Shillong. Haba ay jingkren nga sngi uba Paul Lingdo uba de nong ikmat katega tan baru bade ru menteri ke sarkar Jylla ulaong. Bakum ki rew ngan ki don hagilinti ya bat ki Kynhun nyam bapher. Henry baro ki don nya ka jinget jongki badulaong. Ba ungait Skhem pagni ka Jingïadei jo ka Kynhun nyam bapher kandang yai long ka ba Skhem bat ka bandang don ka Jingïadei uba polu laong ru ba kum kinong elam jong ka Kynhun Niam ka long ru ka badan kam ban shimkhia ba dia trailang ban penduk pendam ye ki wepat ki jingjia bat ki jing sne ki badan Hapoh ka ni ka Jylla kham tam ha ka bedei bat ka jingjor jong ka jingkhai yu drop Hapoh ka Jylla kabala penjot shikat dei ye ki samla ka Jylla namar ba ka sarkar kamla asatya ban trekam marwei banyak khun persha ye udrong shishu ba polu loong ba kamdan jing bentoy la ka sarkar kawan ra ye ki kampen roy ki babun la dangimla banyak tei para brio
Swastinaha Pukha Visvavedaha Swastinastarakcho Arishthanemihi Swastino Mrehasapatirdaghatu Prekhata Marutaha Adiyari Adhikhata Yurganto Adityo Raditirantarikshamadetim Mata Sapitam Shaputraha Pisave Deva Aditihi Panchajana Aditirjatamaditirjanitavamba Dyauho Santirantarikshakung Santi Prithivi Santirapaha Santirukadayaha Santi.
Help us to address ourselves to the supreme work of learning, to express love and fellowship. Occasions such as this, when we get together across cultures, races and religions, are few and far between in each other, that we may strive to reduce envies for each human person. Make us instruments of your peace, so that
these leaders gathered here on this very auspicious occasion, the 30th celebration of the get-together of all religious communities. Our Bishop, Yuri Jingdo, representative from the Krishna Mission, they have tried and improved on my time management skills. But today the cabinet had a few very important items to take up, including the issue that bothered all of us, still bothers all of us, the recent fire incident at Jylla and the remedial measures that the state government has to take. And immediately after the cabinet meeting, I was also tasked with the responsibility of addressing the media, hence the delay. Our chief guest, who is supposed to be here, the governor, is indisposed. So, but that does not mean that I'm elevated to the rank of a chief guest, because this is my constituency, so I would rather see myself as the chief host of this program. 30 years ago, when I was president of the Khasi Student Union. So I have seen this annual get-together in various capacities as a student leader, as a political leader, and also as a friend of the Hindu community. And I think you've chosen the best, the most ideal location for this year's get together. Vanavaya spoke about harmony among various religious communities. Where else do you see a better example of that unity except here at Moprem? Immediately on the borders of our vision is the Presbyterian Church, and we took a couple of meetings when the church was being built in order to allow for the church to get more space, and through those negotiations we could finally finalize on a common boundary wall between the two religious institutions. And I can assure you that the goodwill far surpasses the height of the wall, which is why, as a member of the church, I could be present here today and not be being summoned by my pastor tomorrow. Lower Moprem also has the distinction of our having the only outdoor stadium which belongs to the Muslim community. And after a few rounds of discussions, they were amenable and agreed to the idea of having the Eidgah ground being constructed by the Department of Sports and Youth Affairs, of which I was in charge of, and then the ground became common for every citizen to use. I think there are rare examples of church services being held on an Eidgah ground anywhere in India. So that is the legacy of our locality, our shlum, and therefore I consider myself as a host who has seen the 3 decades of how things have changed and yet how things remain the same. The bond of amity, of friendship is very strong indeed. We also have representatives here from the Skhem. I could see family here. We are one of the most prominent families of this locality and a very staunch proponent of the Skhem movement. Where else can we get such a mix of various religious entities, yet we all abide by common tenets where humanity ultimately is our religion. Just now at the end of the press briefing I was asked, what do you have to say about some NGO questioning our holding the Cherry Blossom Festival even on a Sunday, which I was asked is a holy day. I said every single day is a holy day, because we are supposed to pursue a few things in the eyes of God, and if we say that this is a holiday, the rest of the week are on holidays, then it's a very wrong concept. So we all are different, we walk in different paths leading to one common center of convergence. And that is something that I believe will continue to be strengthened, will continue to be fostered. And we met just a few days back. The various faith leaders of Jylla have met me at my office chamber, because we could also see that we need to go beyond the 4 walls of our places of worship. The issue of drug trafficking, drug menace, that has become a most potent threat to our youngsters today, cannot be addressed by the government alone. Which is why we have been meeting. We have already had 2 rounds of meetings, and these meetings I'm sure will further strengthen that bond of unity and our sense of being committed to a certain mission. Therefore, my fervent appeal on the eve of Durga Puja is that we take this battle forward. The fight between good and evil. How do you take that fight forward? Not simply by reading your scriptures or saying your prayers. We need to be proactive as citizens. I appeal to all the faith leaders and your faithfuls gathered here to take this message very seriously, because there is no point if the government continues with developmental activities, building roads, building bridges, building institutions, if we cannot build human beings. And how do we build human beings? If we subject them to all kinds of pressures and temptations, and especially the fact that today 6 out of 6 districts in the state have been declared as highly sensitive and prone to drug trafficking. Therefore, I take the opportunity of seeking the support of each one of you, seeking your active cooperation, and also our sermons and speeches should no longer be confined to just religious texts. Let us go contemporary and address this problem, and let us make sure that every church, every mandir, every temple, every mosque, every place of worship seeks a commitment from all believers that they should take a pledge to not only not be involved in narcotics and drugs, but also to fight the menace with all the fervor that it deserves. My Tufil's wishes to you on the auspicious occasion of Durga Puja.
Of this occasion that we celebrate as the Durga Puja. I am very happy to see in our midst members of the South Shillong All Faith Forum. It is in South that we first experience togetherness and harmony. So our presence here is a seed, a nucleus where we can grow. We grow all over Shillong and the state of Jylla. Friends, I'm sure we all believe that God is our creator. It is God who has created each and every one of us. We are here as we are today. As I am standing here, you are sitting there. God has made us into men and women, body, mind, and soul. The body with the different parts that we have. The first harmony in the world comes from God, and that is how God has created us. Not just body, head, and trunk, but with hands, with feet, with eyes, with ears. It is these different parts of the body working together in harmony that make us living people, living person. Take in the family. The family, we are one family, but in the family, we are all different. No two persons are the same. A family of 4, a family of 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the number, each one is different from the other, but it is one family. And that is the beauty of a family. The first unit God has set up in the world, a family. Different members working together as one body in harmony. And we take that to the society, a larger family, where we have different communities living together, different faiths living together, different occupations. And we can have a beautiful society, we can have a strong society, we can have a developing society when all the different organs, different parts work together, understand each other, build up one another. This is what we have experienced, we have seen in Shillong so far. The different communities, of course, small misunderstandings here and there are always there. That is human. That is even in the family. Often we have misunderstandings. So in the society. But on the whole, Shillong has always lived and experienced this beautiful harmony together as Shillong. And this is where we appreciate the local committee, this local committee, and the CPC, Central Puja Committee, that is able to bring all of us together